Good morning. Let's see what's happening on the planet today. Good morning and Happy New Year. We made it to 2023, and I'm not going to lie. I wondered if that was going to happen. But we did it. We did it. So now we're going to head into 2023 and give it all we got. Okay? All or nothing. Earthquake. Earth remains pretty quiet still. Nothing new happening in our country. Things still remain pretty quiet. Things are really quiet in the plains. New Guinea did have a 5.4, if I can find it. Well, and now I can't even find it. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Papua New Guinea had a 5.4 in the last 24 hours, but as you can see, the Ring of Fire remains pretty quiet. We know that Hawaii has been getting just slammed lately. We've been seeing that on the news, so that's nothing new. But you know that has always been active, and that chain of islands continues to grow. This is what our Earth does. So everything remains quiet as far as the Earth goes, but space, no. It's still getting it. Okay, remember yesterday when I talked to you about that sunspot AR3176 that appeared on the 30th? That is expected to belch out a minor M3.7 solar flare. Okay, that is expected to hit us January 4th. You see that? January 4th. Here is that solar flare in action. Burp. All right. They have not mentioned what region that will hit, but it'll be minor. It's a G1 class storm. G1 class storms might give us a little bit of hiccup in our mapping satellite systems, messes with our migratory animals a little bit, but we really shouldn't see much come out of that G1 class storm. But interesting to say the least. That is so interesting. Yeah. There was a New Year's comet. Astronomically speaking, 2023 begins with a comet. Bill Williams photographed it from the Chiefland Astro Village in Florida. What better way to ring in 2023 than with a New Year's comet? Comet ZTF. It's approaching the Earth and it looks great through my 14.5-inch telescope. So if you have a telescope, take a look. Things are going on up there. It's an interesting show. Giant plasma bubble. What the fuck? Giant plasma bubble. The sun just blew a bubble, a really big one. I have it as well. Let's bring that up. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It billowed away from the sun's southwestern limb last night, New Year's Eve. The Learmonth Solar Observatory in Australia is the one who recorded that eruption. It probably did cause, it probably caused by magnetic instabilities on an unseen far side sunspot. So it's a sunspot, it's not facing the Earth. It's not going to bring us anything, okay? It did inflate a dome of plasma more than 400,000 kilometers in diameter. Okay? When the sun does stuff, it's no joke. No joke. So it quickly popped, but the debris will not be hitting Earth because the bubble's far side center. Maybe next time. But amazing stuff. Amazing stuff captured by the Learmonth Observatory. Excellent. we did have 2 fireballs last night. Although I bet you had way more than 2 fireballs last night. NASA has an automated system that monitors fireballs that hit our atmosphere and enter our Earth's atmosphere daily. So this is a regular occurrence, and sometimes we even get to see them. We call them shooting stars. A lot of times, everyone's got cameras on their homes and cars, and a lot of times you'll find those catching the fireballs. It's really cool. They burn up. They don't even hit the ground most of the time, but 2 entered the Earth. And if you want to go onto spaceweather.com, you can find this. These are color coded by velocity. Really interesting. Great thing to check every day while you're on your spaceweather.com. Near Earth asteroids on January 1st, 2023, today. There are approximately 2,321 potentially hazardous asteroids. Now, to a new person, this may be shocking, but having monitored this for years, this is a daily thing. This is not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Now, we do have one, here's January 1st, that is going to be coming at a lunar distance. It's a lunar distance of 4.7. Now, what is a lunar distance? Now, if you scroll down, if you're on spaceweather.com, a lunar distance is 384,401 kilometers. And I translated that into miles, and that's about 289,000 miles, give or take, okay? So this is going to be 4 of those. So 4 times 284,000 miles. So even though that is considered near, we don't need to be worrying about that. The diameter of that asteroid is 7 meters. All right, 7 meters, and it's at a velocity of 3.5 kilometers per second. So it's scooting right on across the sky. So that may be the one that you might be able to see that one come across our skies. There's some balloon data. There's also a lot of links at the bottom of their page. Sunspot summaries, solar monitors, heliophysics, aurora webcams, all kinds of interesting stuff, especially if you've got kids. You've got kids on Christmas break still, 10-year-olds, preteens. Show them this site. They have all this stuff over here as well that gives them their daily forecast and their daily conditions. Cosmic rays, all of that. There's your aurora oval. That's how far your aurora is going. Anyway, interesting stuff. There's our coronal hole for January 1st. Solar wind flowing from the indicated coronal hole should reach Earth on January 4th. That is that storm that I talked about up here. And we can probably bring that up as well and see that hole right there. Boom. Very active solar cycle 25 indeed. But the weather, the atmospheric weather, look how quiet the globe is. I mean, there's really nothing going on. Compared to last week, the Earth has quieted down. And you know what? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Now, in our region, we've got a little bit still going on up here. We do have, if you go in deep, and you really got to look, there is a bit of snow still coming across the plains. I am interested to watch this. I'm going to be keeping my eye on this and see what that does. Because, man, I would really hate for that to come across Canada and bump right down onto us again, because that's what happened last time. So anyway, we'll keep track of that. Listen to our local weather stations and all that. Anyway, that's all that's going on right now. Thanks for joining me, and this is what's going on in your planet today. Now you go kick some ass. Love ya.